There we go. Got him. Got him on the frog.
Yep, there he goes.
Got him. Got him. There we go.
Oh, look, got him. Got him. Oh. Look, there we go.
Larry catches the biggest bass.
All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So I got this box on the Florida trip, and it has a whole bunch of fishing stuff in it, and I was thinking, I was like, I'm not gonna say I get a lot of these boxes, but the boxes that I do get, I normally record with them. And why should I do anything different with this box? I haven't looked all the way through the box, but I don't think there's any fruit sides in it. I know a lot of y'all probably be happy about that because, oh, Larry, that's all you throw is the fruit side, and like, is there any other lure that you like? No, I like the fruit side. So we're gonna open this box. This is gonna be the only box of tackle that we take with us today. We're gonna try to go catch some big old big mouth bass on this fancy box of tackle. So we got a box of no fruit sides. Ugh. Here's our box of stuff, not a box of junk, a box of stuff, good stuff that we need. So all three of these baits, I just threw these in here because we were using this stuff in Florida. This is little generals, and big generals. And now for the actual box, we're not gonna take that stuff with us today because it didn't come in the box. We can't cheat y'all. So when I said I looked through the box, what I meant by that is I looked and saw that the new little super troopers are in there, and this is kind of going to be more like a creek fishing thing. We're probably not going to have too much use for these today, but I'm super excited to use these. And then it's in the peanut butter and jelly color. You know, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly is always a move here on this channel. We got some 20-pound fluoro. This is the line that I use. Normally I don't use 20. I like 12 to 15, but 20 is good too. And it's kind of like a Florida specific box. So 20 makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of grass and whatnot in Florida, and you need something thick. And we have two more spools, probably a little bit into next year, some wacky rig hooks. That's one thing I don't do a lot of. That's on my this year resolution to do more of is wacky rigging. 30-pound Durabraid, a slobber knocker. If I told y'all how many slobber knockers I lost last year trying to skip them up under docks, you would not believe. More slobber knockers, more Durabraid, 30 pound. So that's gonna be kind of like our top water, or if we wanna put braid on one of our bait casters for whatever reason. We have a lot of open water here, so I really don't need braid. You normally get away with fluoro, but if we're going on a trip or something, we're rigged up for the trip. We got what we need for the trip. We got some accent. You know, you can't ever go wrong with the purple bags. We got some creature hogs, like a little flipping style bait. Some chigger crawls, you can use them as a trailer, or you can Texas rig them by themselves. Some generals. We got generals, more generals, and even more generals. I love generals. I love them. We got a fat spool of line in here. When I say fat, I mean fat, like P-H-A-T fat, not F-A-T fat. 17 pound, I think this is a 2,000 yard, yeah. 2,000 yard spool of 17 pound fluorocarbon. We had a 2,000 yard spool of 12 or 15 pound fluoro, and we're about out of it, so that'll be nice to have. Two more slobber knockers, because we're gonna slobber knock some bass this year. Power stingers, so these are like chatterbait trailers or spinnerbait trailers. Power stinger. More power stingers. Shape 108. This is something new. This is kind of like a flipping bait. I'm probably going to Texas rig these a little bit this year. They have really big appendages on them. Also, you could probably rig them up pretty good sideways on like a bladed jig or something like that, and kind of let that, you know, let that tail go this way instead of this way, because this way is more natural. This way kind of looks like a bluegill. This way kind of looks like a something not that's supposed to be in the water. And then we got some deals. These were the OG trailer before the power stinger came out. We got two swim jigs. Power bait swim jigs. Power bait swimmies. The jigs that swim. More Shape 108. Shape. Oh, this is the Champ Crawl by Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee Champ Crawl, another color of it. Shape 108. Gilly. Saltwater gillies. I think I'm gonna take another Florida trip because I got back home and it was like 30 degrees and cold, and I did not appreciate that at all. So I'm really seriously contemplating going back to Florida, maybe just staying until it officially gets warm here and the sponge starts here. So the saltwater gillies might be clutch because they're saltwater. All right, so we got some power jerk shads. I think these are probably gonna get used today pretty heavy. We got a white swim, oh, I like that all white swim jig. Got a white swim jig, black and blue swim jig, some small little gillies. Oh, those will probably get 8 today too, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, we're gonna switch it up today. I like that. And some flipping hooks. Flipping hooks for probably those Shape 108. So we're gonna throw all this stuff back in the box, and we are going to load up our kayak and go catch some big old big mouth bass. Stay tuned. This is our literal tackle box for today. Literal tackle box. Box o tackle.
Which one do you want?
Taken. Whichever one you don't want. I will say that red reel is a Tim 1-to-1. So like, if you get that,
smokes.
yeah. If you get that, just hold on and be careful.
I would recommend fluorocarbon.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this and the red one kind of look good.
Okay.
Have you been through the box all the way?
So
Or just
I
a little
have
bit?
not been all the way through the box, but I did put the line in the box.
So what's the story of this box? Is it like...
So this box originally came from China, where a lot of our United States products do. And it was shipped here, loaded with fishing lures and different tactics to catch largemouth bass in Florida.
Dude, this swim jig actually looks pretty crazy. Oh, dude, but I want to go finesse. That's the only problem. I'm gonna pocket it and maybe throw it later. Yeah, dude, swim jigs in Florida?
Key lure?
Oh, for sure. Go big, man, just in case that 8-pounder bites.
Big hooks.
Do you have a scale?
I might. I might. That's a good question. Thank you for asking that. People will love to hear you ask me that.
I'm sure they do, man.
Yeah, because do you have a scale?
No, I do not.
I don't either then.
I own a scale. Do I have it with me? No. That's okay, dude. Our eyes are more accurate than the scales. So.
Through not having a scale, I've learned that I can call a fish
whatever
weight wise. Yeah, just hold it a little bit closer to the camera or a little bit farther away.
That's the ticket, man.
Yeah.
You'll never know. Dude, normally there's like, I feel like the average in here, and I hate talking before we fish, but I feel like the average in here is just large.
Okay,
like
so large.
Very few places I would bring a scale to, but. Dude, what's your PB?
9.3.
Oh, okay, that might not happen.
What's your PB?
Oh, 9.14.
Oh, okay.
I think.
You think?
On scale, it's 9.14.
So on scale, it was 9.14.
Yeah, but I feel like I've caught like 10 fish bigger than that, but I just never have a scale on me.
Gotcha.
So I caught one the next day, dude, that I swear was like 2 or 3 pounds bigger in the same exact spot.
Well, that's a good argument you have.
Yeah. Well, guys, we got the tiny popper tied onto a spinning combo, which could catch us a small one or a big one. Hopefully a big one. Hopefully something. I don't know. The sun's kind of going down, and normally, like, the more the sun goes down, the more this pond turns on. So we'll see if we catch anything. Gosh, I can launch that thing. Couple pops, then just a big pause.
A lot of the Florida fishing that I've been doing in the past couple of days have been like speed worms and kind of working them on top of the water. So it's kind of like the conclusion, the last stop of the trip. We're gonna see if we've learned anything that we can apply to our new style of fishing. Yeah, we're just gonna cast this around and like reel it on the surface of the water and see if we want to come up and eat it on top water. Because that's the one thing that we haven't done. I've had a couple swirls on some top water lures, but I have not been able to actually successfully land one, and I don't know if that's gonna work. Just, oh, there's a little swirl behind it. This stuff is kind of thick. Might not hurt to have like a little weight on this, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know if that's doing anything. I think I'm just skiing it across the top.
Got him. There we go. I got one, dude. It's not big, but it's a fish. Holy smokes, that scared me. There we go, on the popper. Yeah, that's my first topwater fish of the year. All right. Guys, there's fish that are eating topwater out here. They're just missing our baits. Larry had one charge them and completely miss it. And then this is a second one I've had attempt to eat mine. Finally, one grabbed it. Well, dude, little 3/4 pounder, if even. Welcome to Tallahassee, dude. Land of the giants.
There we go. Got him. Got him on the frog. Yeah, baby. Let's go. On the frog. Perfect hook set. Swim right over to it. Look how it hooked. Oh, wow. Gosh, dude. Chill. Chill, Mr. Big Mouth. Cool. That's awesome. We come all the way up to North Florida. We're like, probably shouldn't be eating a frog. And we catch one on the frog. I was just going to go tie on a Ned rig too, but I had one eat it over there and missed him. Then this one came up and ate it. He got it good. We got the perfect hook set in him, like textbook fish cat on topwater. So 2 fish on topwater out of our mystery box. It's cool because like this pond isn't super deep, so you can kind of see them wake over to it and then they come up and eat it. So I like this one a little bit better than that first one we were at, and we are kind of getting it done in it. Kinda. Today is sadly the last day in Florida, but we are gonna figure it out and make it happen.
Yep, there he goes. Got him. There we go. Just like that. Right up, hanging out in the grass, right where the water flows in. On the green worm. It's a fat one too. Yeah. There we go, dude. Perfect hook set. Gave him a couple seconds to eat it. Look at that, guys. That's definitely a 1 pounder. That's bigger than my last one. Might even be a little bit bigger. Sweet, thank you, buddy. That was like second cast on the worm. We might, oh look, they're chasing on that side too. So I threw a good amount with the popper in here, and after I stopped biting that, just switch up. And if you find a fish, there's more likely than not other fish around. If they're not biting the same lure, you know, stay for a little bit. You might be able to follow up through and catch a couple more fish.
All right, so I did allow myself one box of tackle, and that is just my terminal box. Just so we're not out here without some of the hooks and light weights that we might need to fish around a little bit today. So let's see what we got. Green pumpkin is always the move in this pond. So I think we're definitely gonna start off with a 3/8 ounce slobber knocker in the green pumpkin color. And then we got the Power Stinger trailer for that. So that'll probably be our first combination right there. Moving baits, moving baits, moving baits. That's normally what I throw in here. So we have a slobber knocker. We might tie on one of these small worms, and then we're gonna throw the jerk shad on another rod. So we're gonna rig all this stuff up, and then we will talk to you on the kayak. I'm excited to try this today because there are a lot of small fish in this pond, and I'm not really throwing stuff that like smaller bass can just swipe at and take. So I'm excited to try this out today and see if maybe we can catch a few big ones. I definitely feel like going into it, I need to start with a moving bait. I've never caught a fish on a soft plastic in here, so we got a lot of things working against us today, but we are going to figure it out. Then we start off, I think the fluke's a smart thing to start off with. I just had another one grab onto it. I think the lure's too big for the fish. Which I know that sounds crazy to think, but I know for a fact I've had 2 bites. Like that was just a bite, he was pecking at it. Yeah, I think this might just be like too big of a profile for some of the fish that are in here. We might have to take some of these lures to a different pond, because I mean, 93% of these bass are probably under 2 pounds in here. See, there's another bite right there, but it's like they just kind of swipe at it. Look, there it is. Yeah, he had it. Oh, look, got him. Oh. Oh man, I counted you all the way out, dude. I thought there was no way in the world that you could have had that, but he had it. Hey, we'll take that. Boom. Look, I felt the weight of him, and I was like, there's no way it's in his mouth. It felt like he was just kind of holding on to the tail of it. Hey, he had it. We were able to hook up on him. Boom. That's a decent one. He's pretty good and chunky. Like, I know he's a dink, but he's a good, healthy dink. Like, I'm happy with that dink. Let's go. Let's go. Imagine I just backflip into the water. Boom. So fun fact about these jerk shad, I used to really love the Zoom fluke. Like the Zoom fluke used to be, I'm pretty sure I caught my first ever bass on a Zoom fluke with like a chartreuse tail. Like that used to be my lure of choice. And then I found out about lizards, and then I went to lizards for a long time. Like I just had a bag full of flukes essentially. And when I say a bag full of flukes, I mean literally a bag with nothing but different types of flukes in it. Watermelon red, watermelon party with all different colors of flake in them. Like when I say I was a Zoom fluke guy, that's all I used to fish. That was it. But you know, as you kind of learn more about bass fishing, see different lures and start finding them in the clearance bins in my case. So I started seeing, oh, look. Once I started to see like more lures and find different stuff, watch more YouTube videos and see people fish different things, I kind of started to expand a little bit. Forgot all about my lizards and flukes, but I mean, this used to be the #1 way I'd rig it, and I'd always use that belly weighted hook just because it would fall faster. And like fishing over the summer, I just felt like that was a better retrieve, because like no weight on a fluke, a weightless fluke just takes forever to fall. So I found a different way that I like to fish it, and I was catching fish on it. So this is like all the way back to the roots today. Let's see if we can't catch a couple more. Or should we scratch it off? Should we do it like that? Should we do that style of video today where you catch one on it, can't use it anymore? I kind of like that. Oh. Dude, these fish in here are so small. There is a tiny bass behind it. Luckily this fluke's white, so like I can track it pretty good in the water, and there was a fish right behind it just picking at the tail of it. Hey, that boosts my confidence times a million catching one on this. I was like, I'm wasting my time out here. There's no fish in this pond that'll eat this. There we go, there's another one. Oh, he came off, no. I feel like I can't do like a regular fluke hook set on these fish. Like I really have to wait for him to get it and take it. just because I know for a fact they're not on there good. Like that one barely had it. See, there's fish number 2 though. Look, our hook didn't even pop out. All right, we're gonna put that down. We got 2 bites on it. It probably had about 3 or 4 because I did have a couple bites that I didn't set the hook on because I wasn't too sure on them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that rod right there in between our legs. Actually, no, we're not. Throw that back there. Gosh, guys, we got 2 fish already. 2 of them. 2 of them. Well, really, we just got 1, but let the second one come off. All right, we got this little general. 2 colors that they just seem to love in here are white and green pumpkin. Those are the only 2 lure colors that I've caught anything on here, and I've caught a few on like a red frit side and whatnot, but and try to focus on some different stuff as much as it hurts me to say that. Look, there we go. There we go. Oh, he came off. Yes. I mean, he had it good. He pulled it. I know you saw him like try to take the rod out of my hand. We went to set the hook and he was just not there. Oh no, he must be small. All right. All right, that's cool. That is cool.